blessed day to you, parents, guardians, teachers, and students. Welcome to our Parents Connect and for our orientation for the school year 2022 to 2023. I will be discussing to you the following items. First item is the CCS Learning Program. Second item, the Department Order number 34, Series 2022. And I will be discussing the Ccs Calendar of Activities and Class Schedule. Item number 3, I will discuss the learning management system that we are going to use, which is the Genio and the Quiper. And then number 4, I will discuss the scholarships, student uniform, and IDs. Item number 5, enrollment admission and payment policies. Item number 6, school general guidelines. This is very important. Number 7, emphasis on CCS student health record, health compliance under the IATF. And number 8, CCS faculty and staff contact numbers and social media platforms that we will be using. Okay, so let's continue on. This coming school year 2022 to 2023, we will be using the face-to-face at the same time HighFlex learning program. Okay, let me describe to you why we will be using the HighFlex. First is that we will be gradually transitioning from the full-time remote learning back into the classroom limited in-person instruction. Second, there will be a continued physical distancing requirements and other health safeguards. And next, the threat of resurgence requires system to be ready to switch between in-person and remote learning continuity. Our goal is a resilient education, and that we will continue on our program of learning. Okay, what is HighFlex learning? It's a hybrid flexible learning wherein this modality is defines as a learning approach wherein some student attends face-to-face classes while others join the same classes virtually. So as you can see here, there are students that are in their comfort of their own homes, and some students are here in the school having a limited or having a face-to-face with the teachers and their classmates. What is hybrid learning? One hybrid aspect, some learners attend in-person classes as I have discussed, and flexible aspect is that students are given choice in how they participate in the course and in the engagement with the material in the mode that works best for them. Second, the equivalence. The modes of HighFlex class, whether face-to-face or online, though not equal, provide equivalent learning outcomes. This means that we will be equal to those who are here studying, doing their classes in the rooms, in the classrooms, and it will be equal with the students that are outside the classroom. And next is the real-time engagement. All students, whether in online or face-to-face, are expected to fully participate. They are expected to contribute to the discussion, activities, and assignments. So, wala pong exempted. Pag meron pong discussion, all those that are outside the classroom should be able to participate. And then number 4, the learning continuity. HighFlex model enables the continuity of learning despite of the uncertainties and emergencies like natural disasters, health crises such as COVID pandemic, and other disruptions. Classes can easily switch to remote learning. This means that there is no learning gap for all the students. of the students. Okay, so it means that we are going to have classes, like for instance, if the children or students are not feeling well, then they can stay at home and do high flex model. Okay, so the students will be asked to do the following. They should have their performance task and homeworks. Yan, pare-pareho pong ibibigay whether they are outside the school or in the school. The modules will be the same. Study guides will be given and workbooks. There will be, of course, virtual class and actual discussion. So, the students will be graded on both sides. And there will be projects and examination. The projects will be given before the school year opens, or every quarter. The teachers will send all the projects that the students are needed to submit. Okay, the students will also be using the following social media platforms to help them in their studies and to communicate with their teachers. So we have the Facebook, we have the Messenger, and of course the YouTube, wherein we put the video lessons. Okay, for DepEd Order number 34, Series 2022, this is a very, very controversial DepEd memorandum. There was a DepEd Order Memorandum, or DepEd Order number 30, Series 2022, which describes what type of classrooms we need for this transitioning from pandemic to the new class modality. Now, for the school year calendar, I will also be discussing here for the school year 2022 to 2023. Okay, here are the highlights. In DepEd Order number 34, Series 2022, number 16, it says that recognizing the COVID-19 pandemic vis-a-vis the need to resume to 5-day in-person classes, the DepEd intends for schools to be given ample time to slowly transition into it by implementing any of the following. So, ito po yung nakalagay sa ating DepEd order. So, ang first option, 5 days of in-person classes. Pangalawa, blended learning. Pwede daw 3 days of in-person class and 2 days of this distance learning, modular online. Okay, under this, example daw, Mondays to Wednesday, may in-person classes. And Thursday to Friday, pwedeng hindi pumasok, may distance learning. Another example that they gave is Monday to Thursday in person, papasok sila sa school, and then Friday, distance learning. Or the third option is full distance learning. Ito pong mga modalities na to, they can we can implement this. Pero of course, as we collaborate with you, meron po tayong mga kinonsider, and so mamaya I'll be discussing to you yung mga gagawin natin for this August and then in November. Okay, the highlights of the DepEd Order number 34, ito rin pong number 17, which you can see here in the PowerPoint presentation. Number 17, it says here, starting November 2, 2022, all public and private schools shall have transitioned to 5 days in-person classes. After the said date, no school shall be allowed to implement purely distance learning or blended learning, except for those that are implementing alternative delivery modes as provided for in DepEd Order number 21 series 2019, entitled Policy Guidelines on the K-12 Basic Education Program, and DepEd Order number 1 series 2022, entitled Revised Policy Guidelines in Homeschooling Program. So we don't offer the homeschooling program, but ang sabi ng DepEd, dapat November 2 ay meron na po tayong lahat na po ng estudyante will come to school and have face-to-face classes. But of course, we want to tailor cut our classrooms, our classes with the students' needs. Okay, let me continue on. Here are the guidelines on the prevention of COVID-19 and other infectious disease. Of course, when the students are here, we need them to wear their face mask. And second, there is a good ventilation for the students' classroom, and classroom doors and windows shall be opened for ventilation. It will be properly done po. Okay, for physical distancing, we will be observing the proper physical distancing. Also, the policy on eating together, students, teaching, and non-teaching personnel are strictly prohibited from eating together while facing one another. Ayan po ang ipapa-implement natin while the students are here in the school. Okay, for those who will have COVID-19 symptoms, it says here, learners who exhibit symptoms of COVID-19 shall be immediately excused from in-person classes and shall shift to distance learning. This shall only be required of those who feel well enough to answer modules or participate in online classes but are in the home or facility isolation. This means that pwede naman po na tayo ay mag-online pag ang ating mga students ay may sakit or may COVID symptoms. Next, this provision excludes learners who are admitted to hospital. Pag na-admit na, kung kaya pa, pwede naman po. Pero pag hindi kaya, hindi na po natin sila pasasamahin sa online classes natin. And to prevent learners with symptoms similar to COVID-19 from going to school, parents are highly encouraged to monitor and report the health status of their children to the school through the class advisor and appropriate authorities. Now, for infection control plan, schools shall have an infection control plan and containment strategy that is ready to be implemented in the event of the spread of COVID-19 or other infectious disease within the premises. Okay, with regards to the school liability, schools, this is according to DepEd Memo number 34, the school shall not be held liable should any learner or personnel turn COVID-19 positive. There is no need for parents or guardians to sign a waiver for this item. Likewise, the parents or guardians' consent shall be required for a learner to resume 5 days in-person classes. Okay, next slide. I want to present to you the Ccs Calendar. Okay, we have 204 days for this school year, and we will start this August 22, 2022, and our last day will be on June the 30th, 2023. Okay, there will be 10 weeks per quarter. Our first quarter will be from August 22 to November 4. Our second quarter will be on November 7 to February 3 of 2023. Our third quarter will be on February 6 to April 13. And our last quarter will be on April 17 to June the 30th. So each quarter has 10 months. Okay, from our recognition day will be on June 29, 2023, and our graduation day is on June the 30th, 2023. Here are some of the special academic events that parents and students would like to know. On August 31, we will have our Buwan ng Wika celebration. For September 19 to 23, we have the SSG Election Week. This is the Student Council. Then we have the Literacy Week celebration, September 26 to the 30th. On October 5, we will have we celebrate the World Teachers Day, and October 17 is UN or Araling Panglipunan celebration. October 31 to November 4 is the Foundation Week, while on November 21 to 25 is our National Science and Technology Week. November 28 is Araw ng Pagbasa, December 16, Christmas celebration, and January 23 is our Bible Month celebration. Okay, next in line, March 10 is our Math Week celebration. May 8 to 12 is our SSG Election Week. This is for the next school year, 2023 to 2024. And on June 29 is our Recognition Day, while June 30 is our Graduation Day. Here are the holidays and breaks, so you can mark this calendar. August 29, wala po tayong pasok because of National Heroes Day. November 1, All Saints Day. November 30th, Bonifacio Day. December 8 is the Feast of the Immaculate Conception. December 18 to January 3 is our Christmas break. January 22 is Chinese New Year. January 30 to February 3 is semestral break. If you plan to go out and have a vacation, this is the best days you can go out with your family. Then February 25, wala pong pasok because of People Power Anniversary. And April 6 to 8 is the Holy Week. April 9, wala rin pong pasok sa Araw ng Kagitingan. And June 12 is the Independence Day. Okay, next in slide, we have, yan, please mark this sa calendar ninyo. We really need you to come here at the school and have conferences with the teachers on the results of their grade or quarter grades. November 19, Parent-Teachers Conference for the first quarter. February 18, our PTC again for the second quarter. April 29, PTC for the third quarter. We want you to come and visit us and talk with the teachers. Then, we also have the Parents Connect. Here, you will find that we will have webinars and seminars online and limited face-to-face in our school. So there will be a Parents Connect in October, December, January, March, May, and June. We are expecting you to come during these dates. Next, for our other activities, we will have Math Enhancement Program. We will have 10 sessions for this program. Okay, we have the November 5, 12, 26, December 3, 10, 7, and 17, and January 7, 14, 21, and 28. We will also have our music training as well as sports training and other clubs. Okay, here are the class schedules. These are some of the most important points that you need to know. For August, when we come here, August 22, there will be a full online distance learning. So, ibig sabihin, hindi mo po muna papasok yung ating mga estudyante sa August 22. Pero po, pagdating ng September hanggang October, meron po tayong tinatawag na high flex modality. So, the students will come here. Some of the students can stay at home, especially if they are not feeling well. So, November naman, di ba, I also read kanina na full implementation na po yun ng face-to-face. So, November, students can come here, but those who are not feeling well or may option po sila na can stay at home, pwede po silang mag-high flex. But some of the students, yung pong capable na pumasok sa school ay from November to June po, we will have high flex, pero ang kinaibahan lang po nito, meron po tayong mga afternoon activities. Okay, ito po yung schedule ng Kinder 2. You may look at it. Next, schedule of grade 1. And then we have schedule of grade 2. Next, schedule of grade 3, grade 4, grade 5. Then we have the grade 6 schedule, grade 7, grade 8, grade 9, and grade 10. Yan. By the way, you can see the red highlighted schedule. Those are their breaks. So there will be recess and they can eat their lunch or snacks on those time. Pero po, wala na po tayong canteen. So, please pack lunch or snacks for them. Okay, next slide. For our learning management system for this school year, we will be using Genio for our kinder up to grade 3 students. And also, we will use Google Meet. And of course, syempre, face-to-face po tayo, yung iba. Okay, for intermediate and junior high school, we will be using Quipper, that is our official LMS, as well as we will use the Google Meet, and of course, that will be our official online LMS. Okay, for our CCS grading system naman po, according to DepEd Order number 8 Series 2015, dated April 1, 2015, here are the following grading systems that we will be using. Okay, for English, Filipino, Araling Panglipunan, and Edukasyon sa Pagpapakatao, the written works is 30%. Performance task is 50%, and quarterly assessment is 20%. For science and math, written works is 40%, performance task is 40%, and quarterly assessment is 20%. For music, arts, PE, and health, and TLE, written works is only 20%, performance task is 60%, and quarterly assessment is 20%. Okay, next topic. The scholarships for this school year 2022 to 2023. As you all know, some of our students are scholars of Pasig City. So, the previous, yung pong mga continuing students natin na sila po ay scholar ng Pasig City, according to our LGU and to our beloved mayor, tuloy pa rin po yung scholarship program. So, yan, good news po sa inyong lahat. But we are still asking our city mayor to help other students na hindi pa LGU scholar. So, yan, wait for further announcement on this. Okay. So, next naman, we have the Ccs Scholarship that we offer to selected and honor students. So our Calvary family in the USA, they are giving scholarship programs to those who are first honors, second honors, and third honors. Some of you are already availing this scholarship. And for our school ID, so for all enrolled students, please make sure to fill out this form for your school ID this school year. So now yung pong naka-enroll na, we are now processing their IDs. So you just go to this link and register, or you can scan this QR code that's presented here. Yan po yung ating ID. Now, I want to discuss with you the CCS Student Manual. I know that some of you already know our manual, but for the Department of Education's sake and for our records, I wanted to discuss this with you. For our admission and enrollment policies, for our continuing students, you must fully accomplish and update student information form. Second, the original copy of the report card must be submitted to our admin office with no failing grade. And then number 3, you must submit a 1-by-1 ID pictures. Number 4, parents' commitment and financial agreement should be signed by the parents. Next, we have the new students. For new students, you must be able to fully accomplish student information form. Then second, must submit to us a copy of the report card or the Form 138 or SF9, photocopy of the birth certificate, PSA copy, and 3 pieces of 1-by-1 ID pictures. And the last one, we need a certificate of good moral character where you last enrolled. Number 6, accomplish CCS recommendation form. Okay, number 7 is assessment exam, but this is not required for this school year. Number 8, interview of both student and parent. Number 9, signed school contract. And then number 10 is the transcript of record. You need to submit that in our admin office. Okay, the enrollment procedure, step 1 is a filling out of application form. Second step is the preparation of the required documents. Step 3, submission of required documents. Step 4, preliminary assessment of records. Step 5 is the school fees assessment. And lastly, the payment verification. Here are the enrollment guidelines. A student is considered not officially enrolled unless set fees are paid, forms filled out, and requirements are submitted. Policy on temporary enrollment. DepEd Order Number 3, Series 2018 on Basic Education Enrollment Policy. Transferees from public and private schools in the Philippines who failed to submit the SF9 or the formerly Form 138, which is the report card, during early registration or upon enrollment shall only be temporarily enrolled until the submission of required documents on or before August 31 of the current school year. Now let's continue. They shall be required to submit an affidavit of understanding signed by the parent or guardian to be temporarily enrolled. For students or learners who are temporarily enrolled, the receiving school shall issue a temporary progress report signed by the class advisor for the parents' guardians to monitor the progress of the child. This form is inadmissible for transfer and enrollment purposes and only issued for progress monitoring. Now, upon complete submission of the documentary requirements, the learner shall be tagged as officially enrolled in LIS. Otherwise, the learner retained the status of temporarily enrolled. The learner cannot officially graduate from the school. The learner will not be recognized should he or she attain the qualifying average and other criteria for academic honors, and the receiving school shall not release the official documents such as SF9 or report card or SFID Form 138 or the Certificate of Completion or diploma and the like. Let's continue on in our payment policies. Okay, we have three schemes available for everyone. We have the yearly, quarterly, and monthly payment schemes. Our banking procedures, you have to deposit or transfer onto our CCS payment channel, which is our bank is China Bank with account number 31500016417 and account name Calvary Christian School of Pasig City Incorporated. We also have a GCash account. The account number is 0905-3700981. Okay, for our banking procedure, please send a proof of deposit or transfer if you deposit into our bank account, and please send a proof of deposit and send it to admin office through the email address calvaryenrollment@gmail.com. Please attach China Bank deposit slip, bank transfer slip, screenshot of online bank transfer confirmation, and please indicate the name of the enrollee or the student, the date and time of deposit or transfer. Okay, for validation of deposit transfer, the admin office will validate a copy of deposit against bank statement to confirm if deposit or the transfer has been credited to CCS account. Okay, for number 4, the issuance of official receipt. Upon validation of the admin department, the admin will send you an image of the official receipt that will be sent to your email address. Okay, let's go to the next slide for the no permit, no test implementation. A no permit, no test policy will be strictly implemented. In case of non-payment, test permits will not be issued and the test will be rescheduled until payment has been made. A promissory note can be accepted provided that it satisfies the following conditions. It should be filed in the admin office and approved by such. Validity is within a month to settle the overdue account, and previous notes have already been settled. For our general guidelines, attendance. When the student is absent from class, the parent is required to print and fill out an excuse slip that can be downloaded from the school's website. The printed excuse slip shall be submitted to the advisor. The student must be responsible for the subject matter taken up during his or her absence and take the initiative to arrange with the teacher concerned for missed test. For foreseen absences from classes or required activities in school due to valid reasons, the parents should notify the teachers concerned on the day before the absence. Okay, a student who has been absent for 2 or more consecutive days will be admitted to class only if he or she presents an excuse letter. However, absences due to an illness are excused and a doctor's certificate must be presented. He or she will be given special tests and assigned performance tasks to catch up on missed lessons. For tardiness, whenever a student is late, he will fill out a white slip. If the student is 15 minutes late, he or she will wait at the designated waiting area with the teacher's supervision until the first class ends. He or she can attend the second subject. The school shall implement this disciplinary action for unexcused tardiness. First late, oral warning. Second late, first demerit. Third late, second demerit. Fourth late, we will issue a yellow slip. For arrival and dismissal, all students are required to arrive at the school 15 minutes before the official time, during which the student must undergo and accomplish the following: health check, uniform and grooming check, and attendance check. The school does not allow any student to linger the school premises after the school hours. Neither are they permitted to go outside with their classmates without their parents' written consent after dismissal from classes. And last, students should be promptly picked up and dropped off. There is no waiting area allotted for parents as DepEd Order Number 30, Series 2022. For our school service, please contact the admin office so that they can reserve a slot for you. Okay, now for our school telephone. The school phone is reserved for official school business and emergencies. Students desiring to place a call should ask permission from the advisor. The advisor will be the one to place the call. For non-emergency calls, there is a 15 peso charge for a 3-minute call. For cell phone use, 10 pesos per minute will be charged. The official number of the school is 8563-2860. And this is Data Privacy Act of 2012 under RA 10173. People whose personal information is collected, stored, and processed are called data subjects. Organizations who deal with your personal details, whereabouts, and preferences are duty-bound and to observe and respect your data privacy rights. For our canteen, due to COVID-19 restrictions, the use of the canteen is not allowed. For the meantime, students may bring their snacks and eat only within the classroom. Soft drinks, junk foods are not allowed. Okay, we will be implementing one entry, one exit policy. Students shall only be permitted one entry and one exit per day. Students shall not be allowed to leave the campus premises between classes. Students living near the school vicinity are strictly not allowed to go home during the school hours due to such reasons. First, left projects and homeworks, left school supplies, and other related things. For homework, as per DepEd Memo number 392 Series 2010, Guidelines on Giving Homework on Assignments to All Public Elementary School Pupils, it is stated here that no homework on weekends. No homework assignment shall be given during weekends for pupils to enjoy their childhood and spend quality time with their parents without being burdened by the thought of doing lots of homework. For make-up work and tests, the student is allowed 1 day to make up work for a 1-day excused absence. If a test had been previously assigned on the day of absence, the student must be prepared to take the test on his or her return to the school. time allowed for make-up work for multiple absences will be determined based on what is needed. A student who is absent for school without valid reason may not be able to make up work and may receive zeros for classes missed. Exemptions can only be granted by the academic committee. For major research performance tasks, papers, assignments that is assigned at least 2 weeks ahead of due date shall have the following deductions if handed in late. 1 day late, a credit of 90% of regular grade. 2 days late, credit of 80% regular grade. 3 days late, credit for 60% of regular grade. And 4 days late, credit for 50% of regular grade. 5 days late or more, no credit. For our academic policies, for academic excellence, the award for academic excellence within the quarter is given to students from grade 1 to grade 10 who have attained an average grade of at least 90 and pass all learning areas. The average grade per quarter is reported as a whole number following DepEd Order Number 8 Series 2015. For Academic Excellence Award with highest honor, the average grade should be 98 to 100. For Academic Excellence Award with high honors, 95 to 97%, and Academic Excellence Award with honors is 90 to 94%. For our scholarship grant, there will be a voucher of 7,000 pesos on tuition fee with highest numerical grade, 5,000 pesos discount on tuition fee with the second highest numerical grade, and 3,000 discount on tuition fee on the third to the highest numerical grade. Here is our dress code. Here is our uniform from Monday to Friday. Next. The full implementation of the uniform will be on September 19, 2022, which means that pagpasok natin August 22, kung wala pa po kayong uniform, hindi po pa natin i-check yon. Pero yung full implementation natin is on September 19. So, order your uniforms now sa ating admin office. For the hair, so Calvary Christian School encourages self-acceptance and natural good grooming. The use of hair dyeing and tinting is prohibited. Decent haircuts for boys are strictly observed. Every first Monday of the month, the boys are obliged to have a new haircut. Here is a sample of a haircut of a boy. Standard consecutive tapered cut, no undercuts, 2 by 3 inches, must be off the collar and ears, combed away from the eyebrows, sideburns no longer than middle of ear, hair always above eyebrows, no lining, sculpting, shave areas, or other exotic hairstyles. For girls, hair should always be kept neat and away from the face. Bangs, if worn, must be regularly trimmed or pulled away from the eyes. No lining, sculpting, shaved areas, or exotic hairstyles. So, decorative items and jewelry. The wearing of any decorative items, accessories such as baller, bracelets, anklets, dog tags, and the like is not allowed. Decency and simplicity are encouraged. Earrings on male students are strictly prohibited. Girls may only wear 1 pair of earrings. Tattoos, body art, piercing is all prohibited. For casual or civilian clothes, girls' top and dresses must not be sleeveless, backless, or have a plunging neckline. No crop tops allowed. Clothing must not have any appropriate or offensive imagery or text. Bottoms must be full-length pants. Ripped jeans and shorts are not allowed. Skirts, hems, should be below the knee. You may not wear flip-flops or bunny slippers to school. Boys, tops must not be sleeveless, clothing must not have any appropriate or offensive imagery or text. Bottoms must be full-length pants, jeans and shorts are not allowed. You may not wear flip-flops or bunny slippers to school. Let's go to the online learning rules and regulations. In CCS, we require the following: the opening of webcams during online class discussions to monitor the students' progress. And second, we will be recording the online class discussions. Okay, next. For the Data Privacy Act of 2012, sanctions of this act is effective and punishable by law if the collected data subjects from the complainant is abused, misused, maliciously disclosed, or violated. For homework, students must watch the video lessons in advance sent by the subject teachers. Okay, the assignments, SITworks, and projects. Students must send their assignments, homeworks, quizzes, projects, and the like to the official teacher account of their teachers as per FB Messenger or email. Please email it to this account. Next slide. For homework, when sending an email to the teacher, classmate, or other school authorities, students should use his or her official name or email address. Do not send unnecessary emails. Student must follow the deadline or cutoff time of the submission given by the teachers. Submission of written works is until 5:00 p.m. only. Queries beyond this time will be entertained the following day. For security, students should protect their account. Thus, students should not share passwords with anyone. Always log out when finished using the system. Other guidelines: students will raise their two hands if they are going to the comfort room. They will raise their right hand if they want to speak, ask questions, or leave their seat. Students should show honesty. Cheating in any form is a serious offense punishable with just sanctions. Other guidelines: students should refrain from roaming around, eating and standing, laughing boisterously, and making unnecessary noise during class hours. Sleeping during classes is not allowed. Playing online games during class hours is not allowed. Students should not change their password unless permitted by the teacher. Okay, for social networking, taking and posting of videos, pictures, recording of voices, and screen capturing of all the data before, during, and after online classes are highly prohibited. Non-compliance will receive a digital yellow slip and higher disciplinary actions immediately. For social networking, there is only one official group chat on Messenger. The class advisor, department supervisor, and school principal will serve as the administrator. Any chat group that is not officially registered is subject to disciplinary action. Furthermore, when cyberbullying occurred, all the members of that group chat will be made liable and will receive digital yellow slip or higher disciplinary action. Okay, recommendations for online classes. We advise to use desktops or laptops with the following specifications. Okay. Moreover, aside from the devices, we advise the following requirements for internet connection and accessories. Okay, here is the rules on suspension of classes. Due to bad weather, like signal number 1, no classes for preschool only. Signal number 2, no classes for preschool, elementary, and secondary levels. Parental discretion may be used for students coming from areas where roads to school may be deemed not possible due to floods. Okay, due to COVID-19, Calvary Christian School of Pasig City Incorporated constructed a contingency plan for COVID-19 resurgences. Note, the contingency plan can be downloaded from the school's website. Okay, for our CCS student health and safety, we recommend that students should submit their health record. All students must send their current and accurate medical information. Students with current medical condition or special needs must submit medical certificate or clearance from the health care provider. Special needs, physical limitations, emotional and behavioral conditions, condition related to attention or concentration, ongoing or long-standing medical conditions. So here is a sample of the medical form. For communicable diseases, please take note that we should refer to our student handbook. Please see the list of the communicable diseases. For COVID-19, suspected cases are to be isolated in the school's isolation room and until confirmed negative or positive for the disease. Parents will be notified via call and must pick up their child from school immediately if the child is found to be positive for COVID-19 or is expressing several symptoms. The case will be handled based on the COVID-19 case management plan. For CCS health compliance, you will see here that the CCS has a unique entrance and exit plan. Okay, you can see here, look at the pictures. We also have provided the entrance and the exit. So you can see the CCS cashier. We have the CCS faucet and washing area. Okay, you can see the classroom. So we maintain distancing in the classroom. Let's go to the Ccs Faculty and Staff. For our faculty department, here are the teachers. Okay, here, let's welcome our new teachers. Here are our admin department staff. And of course, the vision keepers of Calvary Christian School, Pastor Nelson and myself. We have another vision keeper who is Pastor David Byers, the senior pastor of Calvary Christian School in Royal Oak, Michigan. And we also have some members like Pastor Mark Byers, Brother Brian Jeffries, and Pastor Aaron Byers of Calvary Christian Church in Royal Oak, Michigan. So we are committed to bring quality education to our students. We partner with you, parents. And thank you for watching. This is Dr. Elaine Praxidio, the school principal of Calvary Christian School, your child's second home.